Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you a new weekend reading vlog. We are already midday on Saturday. Unfortunately, time has passed way too quickly. I did sleep in for a bit and then took my time with eating breakfast and selling. I haven't taken my coffee just yet, but I will soon. I do have lots of things to get done during the weekend. I wanted to read yesterday, didn't end up doing so. I wanted to read this morning, didn't end up doing so either. We are, after lunch, gonna go and get those errands done and dealt with. And tomorrow I also have my band practice, and that's about it for this weekend. So for once, I don't have much going on, but I do have a lot of things I need to get done. I did vacuum yesterday, so that's dealt with, and maybe a couple of chores here and there, but it shouldn't be too much. I also still need to get some laundry done because I have a lot of costumes from school for drama class that are here since like Christmas, and I haven't dealt with it for a long time. My husband has been doing a couple of loads here and there, but we still have quite a bit left, and I need them for Monday. Next week is going to be one extremely busy week. So I'm trying to finish preparing what I need for that week and for those plays, and also trying to catch up on like booktube and editing and reading because I do want to read. I did finish a book last weekend, so there's that. But right now I'm still in the middle of Ship of Destiny, as well as, I think I left it upstairs, Weeklend Reading. I really need to finish that book. And then I'm probably going to be picking up either one of those or maybe Uglies, because they are part of the Aurelium and I need to finish them quickly before our next Aurelium starts. So there's that. And then I don't know what else I'm going to be picking up, but like I haven't been reading that much, not because I'm not interested in it, but because I'm so tired and my brain can't compute with all of it. And yeah, and this week and the next week is going to be so exhausting. I'm pretty much already exhausted for next week. On Monday, I have a full day with a general rehearsal on lunchtime, and that general rehearsal is in front of parents. And the thing is, our plays, I have 4 plays for each class, and they take up quite a long time altogether, one after the other. So I'm really stressed out for the time frame. So there's that. So I won't have time to like even eat. I don't think so. So there's that. On Tuesday, I also have another general rehearsal with my second class, and then I have a third class that has a general rehearsal on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, I also have concert band with my students, which I can't skip because we are close to the end of the year concert as well. And then on Thursday, there's something on Thursday. Oh, it's the full presentation. So I usually don't have a full day on Thursday, but I rescheduled. I'm having a full day of plays. My students are presenting all day. I usually just like present while they're supposed to be with me, their time in drama class with me. But since it's too long for the time frame of our periods and all, I decided to try to like cut it up 2 plays at a time throughout the full day. So the teachers were nice enough to give me more time with their students. So I'll be able to do that. So I was really, really happy and grateful. And they're really nice to work with. Sixth graders is a little bit harder to do that way because they have this program which is called intensive English. So they have like way more English than usual classes, than regular classes. And it's very complicated to change schedules with sixth graders because of how the program is built. So yeah, that's not possible. But with fifth graders, it is. So I'm really happy with that. But I built myself a full day on Thursday and I have a full day on Friday, and I do teach both of my schools on Friday. So yeah, it's gonna be one huge week. So yeah, lots of things are coming up and I'm just very tired right now already for that. But I cannot wait for it to be all over. Even if I know that like I'm doing this to myself, I decided to present plays, to perform plays with my students in front of other people, in front of a public, because it's important, because theater and drama is lively art form and it's not alive if there's no public. It doesn't live through if there's no public. So it's really important to me that we do perform in front of a public, but it's just so much work every time. And I'm very, very behind when it comes to getting all of the costumes ready and decors ready. And I'm always last minute, and like the kids haven't seen anything of the decor because I'm not done with it. And we're having the general rehearsals this week and presenting. So yeah, there's that. I should have gotten everything ready before that, but like everything is always so urgent that the things that weren't urgent at the time becomes very urgent when I get to them. And here we are. Anyways, I'm still rambling, but I'm going to try to make the most of this weekend. Give myself some time to read for sure. And then make sure that everything is ready for the plays for Monday. I'm going to have to be up very, very early so I can bring everything there on time and be ready for my classes as well. But it's a good thing. I know what I'm doing. And I also know what I'm doing with my students. So that's good as well. That's been dealt with for a while now. So I know what I'm doing every class. So that's also a relief that I know where I'm going with my students. But yeah, my phone keeps trying to close. I don't know why. Even if it's still filming, it's weird. Anyways, I am going to make myself a good cup of coffee before it's too late and that we actually have to leave for errands. And I'm going to go ahead and transfer all of my videos from my phone to my computer. Make sure everything is up to date there. I do have to do a claim for insurances because we did go to the chiropractor on Thursday. So I wanted to do that claim. And I think that's it for now. And we'll see from there. I'll probably have to be leaving soon-ish anyways. So yeah, that's the plan for now. Maybe we try to read a chapter or something until we leave. But like, I'm not too hopeful. Anyways, on that note, I shall see you a little bit later, probably this evening. And I'll give you some updates on everything.
Stand up, sit down, every day stuck in the same round, yeah, feels like it's out of our control. Punch in, punch out, swimming in debt till we all drown, yeah, no, I can't take it anymore. Too numb to be bitter, too gone to be triggered, think I need to switch up, so let's have an existential crisis, everything's on fire, so we go back to our devices, forget that we're alive, if we just take the wave and ride it, things will be alright, maybe we're dying, but it's fine, yeah, yeah. bad luck, tired of turning up tough love, yeah. When will we ever catch a break? Too late, time's up, falling behind, feeling so stuck, yeah. Praying that things will finally change. Too numb to be bitter, too kind to be triggered. Think I need to switch up, oh, let's have an existential crisis. Everything's on fire, so we go back to our devices. Forget that we're alive if we just take the wave and ride it. Things will be alright, maybe we're dying, but it's fine. Yeah, yeah. If we just take the wave and ride it, things will be alright, maybe we're dying, but it's fine. Why is my life always an uphill battle? Race on the highway, but I find a standstill. Changing my mindset just to feel alive. We're dying, but it's fine. Let's have an existential crisis. Everything's on fire, so we go back to our devices. Forget that we're alive if we just take the wave and ride it. Things will be alright, maybe we're dying, but it's fine. Yeah, yeah. If we just take the wave and ride it, things will be alright, maybe we're dying, but it's fine. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we're dying, but it's fine. Yeah, yeah.
I wanna feel alive again. Got these wrinkles on my face and I'm only 23. And that's just speaking for me. You hit that certain age, you're told to make a living wage. But I swear I just learned my name. I swear I'm not to blame. You're told no more fun, it's off to work. Need to earn a dime to have any worth. But I don't play that way. I'm always gonna say, take us back to when we were kids. We didn't know how good we had it.
Hi, everyone. It is the afternoon of Saturday, the 30th of May. I know I was horrible at updating this vlog, so I'm gonna be adding this weekend to the vlog so that we have enough clips to make a decent vlog. Yeah, this week, as expected, was very, very hectic. I was all over the place. The clip before last one, so I think two clips before this one, I was playing Tiny Bookshop, I think. And I did that on Saturday because I wanted to rest. I wanted to read, haven't been reading that much that weekend. And then on Sunday, what happened is that after my band rehearsal, I was running errands and it took me all day. To finish up everything I had to finish up for school on Monday. And it was just hectic from there. Monday was horrible because, yeah, as I've said before, I had rehearsals with my students on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday lunchtime. During the full lunchtime, we were rushing, making sure we had enough time to perform everything and be on time, which we were, but it was very, very tight schedule. And then I had a full day on Monday. It was horrible. On Tuesday, it was horrible as well. Like, I don't know what's happening, but the kids were wild. Like, I did not have a lot of fun teaching those 2 days. Not that much. Like, what? Like, I happen to ask myself pretty frequently, what am I just witnessing right now? Like, what is happening? That is the question I ask myself multiple times a day. So, yeah, that was those kind of days. And honestly, on Monday, I wanted to just cry in my car because it was that bad. Anyways, moved on to Wednesday, which went way better, but I was still just exhausted. And then in the evening, I had band rehearsal until late. I tried my best to get back home as early as I could. On Thursday, my students performed all day, but since it was all throughout the day, it was so much easier to get the children to perform and be on time and be ready and costumed and accessories and all that stuff. So it was a lot easier on Thursday than the rest of the week. And then I barely survived Friday. And yeah, that was a full day with both of my schools. So I had to do both schools. Fortunately, they are pretty close to one another, but still. But yeah, it was just very, very hectic. And Friday evening, I was just done. Like, nope, nothing's gonna be happening. No, I didn't get to pick up my book. I didn't get to do much. And this morning we had to get up really, really early. So I did fall asleep quite earlier as well because we had to leave for my son's tryout. So it was, the first part was this morning. So this weekend, basically, they do the first part of the tryouts where they try to split the kids into potential teams. And then for 2 weeks, they're going to have like 2 practices, one a week, where like you would have a regular practice. And they try to see if there's chemistry between the athletes, if they fit together, if they're a good match, if they're in the right level, all that stuff. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening in the next 2 weeks. This morning went pretty well. And my son also just acquired a new skill, a new tumbling skill, and he was able to keep it up and do it and perform that skill as well during tryouts this morning. So really, really proud of him. We did not stay for that part of the tryouts. First of all, because it's hectic and chaotic those days. And there's a lot of people there. So yeah, we didn't want to stay with the people. It is a 2-hour long tryout. So we left, we went to this cafe not too far from there and came back to get my son. And then we ran some errands. So the last clip is us at that cafe. And I did read at the cafe. So that's good news. I managed to read 40-ish pages of Ruin and Rising, so not too bad. I do want to finish it today though. So yeah, I did bring another book just in case, but like I don't want to pick up anything new before finishing this one. I'm trying to force myself to make some progress in it, just finish it and move on to the next. So yeah, I did bring this one, but I did not pick it up. We ran some errands, the stuff we needed, and we also stopped at the bookstore. And there I was just browsing because my husband did ask me if I wanted to get myself a new book. So I browsed. There were some titles I would have liked to get myself to buy, but I ended up ordering a title they didn't have in hand, the Diva Bad book number 4, which is like the smaller novella that comes afterwards. So I wanted to get that one because I do want to do a dedicated vlog for that series. So I decided to order that one. And we did go through the middle grade section because we usually don't go there because my son, up until very recently, was not reading novels. He was reading more like graphic novels, comic books, some picture books, but books that still have pictures in them. They do have chapters, like chapter books, like beginner chapter books where there's still some pictures in the books with like a way bigger fonts and all that stuff. And lately he's been going through books, and he's almost done with his first full novel that he's read all by himself. And I know he's not skim reading everything in his book, because I was listening to him or reading, well, kind of whispering out loud what he was reading. So I know he's actually actively reading the book and not just like skimming it without understanding it. I don't think that's what's happening, and he's really enjoying it. So, and there's one other book that we bought at the book fair in April. It's a Percy Jackson-ish type of book based on Greek mythology, and it is for beginners in beginning of middle grade and stuff. So he did not start that book just yet, but I was telling him that we would be able to move on to some Percy Jackson books after he reads that one, and it would be fun to read it together. It would be nice, all that. And he doesn't want to read more than one novel at a time, which I find is really cute, and it's totally fine. So he's gonna finish the one he started right now. He's gonna finish this one before moving on to the other one that we bought already, and then maybe go to the Percy Jackson series. But yeah, they did have the Percy Jackson books, but he saw a lot of titles, a lot of books that he might be interested in, and I think I created a monster. So we decided to allow him to pick a book, and there were a couple of titles that he was looking at, and there's one of them which was, I think, Children of the Fox, something like that. I don't remember the author. I'll try to find the cover and put it here somewhere. But yeah, that was one of the books he was really interested in, but they only had book number 3. They didn't have the first one. So he decided to pick up this one, which is called Dragonborn by Struan Murray. And it's such a nice edition as well. Very cute, very nice. And papers are gorgeous. I'm sorry, like, this is so cute. The naked cover is also very nice. Yep. And the other end page here. So really nice book. Or a standalone. I have no idea if it's a standalone or part of a series, but it is middle grade, but still like a proper novel. So it is a big step. I have found that lately his English vocabulary is like dropping a bit, so I wanted to give him a chance to get that back in with reading. So yeah, he picked up this book and then went straight to the cashier and said, "I'll take this, please." And then my husband was like, "You're gonna wait a minute because mom's not done with shopping yet." So he was waiting, and then I was still deciding if I was gonna get a book on the shelves or not, because there was a couple of titles I would have been interested in. If you told me I'm gonna buy you these titles and pick as many as you want, I would have found many titles. I was just trying to decide which one to get first, because it is my money. So I do need to be careful there. I don't have that much to spare. So yeah, I was trying to decide whether I was picking a book that was already in stock on the shelves or just order another one, which I ended up doing. But by the time I decided and went to the cashier, my son was asking the cashier if they had book number 1, so the Children of the Fox books. And he was checking out, and he said, "Well, we don't have it in stock, but we can order it, no problem." And my son, without skipping a beat, just went, "Sure, I'll order it, no problem." I'm looking at him like, "Sir, you cannot order all of the books that you want." But yeah, it's gonna be his end of the school year gift, I guess. And I asked the cashier if he needed my phone number for my account, and he said no. So I looked at my son, asked him, like, did you give my phone number? And he said no. And then the cashier was like, I see you so much, I remember your name. Which, like, to be fair, I do have a fairly uncommon last name, even if it is French, but it's pretty uncommon. So, like, I understand. And there is a comedian that does have that same last name, and it is pretty rare. So people, like, remember that last name because of that comedian. And I was asked so many times if I knew that person, that comedian. So, like, it's a hard name to be forgotten. Anyway, so, like, to be fair, people do remember my name pretty easily. But yeah, that, I don't know how to take the fact that, like, they remember me and my name because I go so often. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, ordered 2 books and bought this one. I might start reading some middle grade. I might let my son do his own book review in the channel here and there, because I know it's something that he asked me to do in the past. So I might let him do it, but we'll see. I'm not 100% sure right now, because I don't necessarily want him to be, like, in full videos and stuff. But yeah, we shall see. I think that's pretty much all I have to say right now. As of right now, like, school-wise, I still have a lot of things to get done, because we have a school event, a school award event that we need to finish prepping, as well as my report cards. So, like, all of my grades, I still need to do that. But I'll be able to manage easily. Like, the worst, it's done. Like, this week was the worst week of the whole school year. Like, it was horrible, but it's done with, and, like, it should be a little bit easier now, like, going forward, than it was in May, because that was hectic. So I should be able to get back into reading. I do have a concert coming up, but I'm not stressed about that. I do have a band rehearsal tomorrow morning. Not too worried about it either, but, like, I don't have anything else to get to right now. So I should be able to finish this book, update this vlog, and then move on to some other books and make some progress in reading, as well as editing and stuff for the business. So that's what I am hoping for. And yeah, I do have an order I need to get to from my website, but should be able to finish that during the weekend. Shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. So there's that. So on that note, I'm gonna leave you for a bit and get some reading, maybe do some b-roll or something, and I'll see you a little bit later with some updates and whatever comes next, I guess. All right, I'll see you.
All just sick and sad and take us back to before we grew up, before our problems blew up. We really need that, hey, heads up, heads up. What would you say to your younger self? Life's like a paper plane, don't steer the way. You're told no more fun, it's off to work. You need to earn a dime to have any work, but I don't play that way. And I'm always gonna say, take us back to when we were kids. We didn't know how good we had it. Now we're all just sick and sad. Take us back to before we grew up, before our problems blew up. We really needed that, hey, heads up. And I keep telling myself.
Hey everyone, it is now the evening after supper. I just finished Rune and Rising. Unfortunately, spoiler alert, I did not enjoy this one as much as the other ones. And I feel like, having read the full trilogy as a whole, I'm very, very underwhelmed and disappointed with where it went. I feel like this one is the weakest one of the three. So there's that. I won't be picking up Six of Crows just yet because I have so many other books I need to get to. I'm not going to be updating you anymore today. I'll update you tomorrow because the sun is going down. I'm not going to have much more light left to film proper clips. I really hate filming when there's no light here. There's barely enough light in this house as it is, but like when it's nighttime, it's worse. So I hate it. So I'm not going to be updating you anymore about that. I will, though, be telling you which book I'm going to pick up next. And it's either going to be, I think I'm going to be doing a mix of Ship of Destiny just so I can move into it. That's kind of how I felt reading this one because I got stuck in the middle part for such a long time, and once I was in it, I was just like going through it. So I feel like I need to do the same thing with Ship of Destiny. Once I'm kind of stuck at that place and I just need to go through it. So I'm gonna try to read one or two chapters. Chapters are very long in this one, but I'm gonna try to read one or two of that one, and then I'll either pick up this one or this one. This one is a little bit longer, I think. 447 compared to 361. So maybe 80-ish pages less in this one. So I might pick up this one instead, just so I can have a sense of accomplishment and get some more books done. I'm not sure just yet, but probably one of those. Or I might pick up Uglies, depending what I'm in the mood for, because this one is for the Aurelium. I believe this one is for the Aurelium as well. Thursday Murder Club, I think, is for the Buzzword. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out and try to prioritize those books, but there's that. I also want to make some progress in the Diviners because I also have a dedicated vlog for this book, and I really need to make some progress for this because I'm kind of stuck in the year in Elja prompts, because the next prompt is to read Lair of Dreams, and I can't read that one because I haven't finished this one, and I can't read other prompts of the year in Ilja because I haven't read this one, and I need to read them in order. So anyways, I'm rambling, but there's also that. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I don't think I'm gonna pick up any huge fantasy book before being done with Ship of Destiny, though, because I do have two on my TBR right now, which are from the wrapped books. So there's The Shadow of What Was Lost. That is a huge one. And The Priory of the Orange Tree, which is also another humongous fantasy book. So I don't think I'm going to pick these ones up before finishing Ship of Destiny. I don't think so. I don't think it would be wise to do so. But yeah, I want to get to them, but I need to make some progress in other stuff first. So there's that. I'm a bit all over the place. Yeah, I don't know if I want another fantasy book. I know I said I was going to read Ship of Destiny, but I feel like I need to read something different. We'll see what I'm in the mood for. I'm going to leave you to set up my son's Goodreads account so that he can himself put in his ratings, his stuff, whatever he wants, in his own account with my help, so that we have separate stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and set that up and read, and that's gonna be it for now. So I'll see you tomorrow after my band rehearsal. So I'll see you.
And I can't remember the last time I saw you cry. I don't wanna do it, I had to, you know it. I hate when we say goodbye. Cause I'm coming back around. You know, I'm always coming back around to meet ya. You know, I'll do anything to come and see ya. You know, I'm always coming back around to meet ya. You're always waiting there for me. Your loving's always set me free. Always waiting there for me. Your loving's always set me free. Yeah. It's already winter, and I'm starting to forget the smell of your hair, the taste of your lips. I wish I was there instead. And why is it bitter? Cause you're hardly in my bed. I'm leaving this place to come see your face. I'm not stopping till I'm dead. Cause I'm coming back around. You know, I'm always coming back around to meet ya. You know, when I'm all alone, I really need ya. You know, I'm always coming back around to meet ya. You're always waiting there for me. Your loving's always set me free. You know, I'm always coming back around to meet ya. You know, when I'm all alone, I really need ya. You know, I'm always coming back around to meet ya. You're always waiting there for me. Your loving's always set me free. Always waiting there for me. Your loving's always set me free.
Hi everyone, it is now the evening and I did want to give you a quick update. I know saying this, I'm probably not gonna have time to update you tomorrow. I do want to close the vlog tomorrow because I have started a new book, which is The Thursday Murder Club, and I am going through this really fast and I want to finish it by the end of the month, which is like today. So there's that, but I'm going through it really quickly. I am enjoying it. I love the humor in it, and I wouldn't say that it's the same type of humor than Everybody in My Family Killed Someone. It's different. It is self-aware, I think, but it doesn't necessarily break the fourth wall as much as it did in Everyone in My Family Killed Someone. But this doesn't take itself too seriously. And there's different point of views, but it just makes sense when you read it. And I really enjoy it. I don't think I've read anything quite like it. I am really enjoying it. And I love that most of our main characters are older characters. They are in a retirement home and they are just looking to have a good time and have fun and try to solve this murder. And I love how there are some reflections, some thoughts on growing older and not being able to either control your own body or have the control, mostly the control of your own mind when you grow up, and being afraid of forgetting things and being afraid of not being in control of yourself and not remembering things and not being lucid enough to know what's going on. So I think those moments are really interesting in this. I also love how the characters use their older age to look and appear more out of mind than they actually are. And they're just very mischievous and witty and clever. And they just look so naive, but they aren't that much, but they look like they are. And so the actual investigators do take it a little bit easier when they come up with like things and solutions and whatever and whatnot. Anyways, I love it. I am really much enjoying this. I find it fun and not too heavy. And I am going through it really quickly. So right now I'm on page 142 and it is a 360-page book. So not quite at the 50% mark. 40 pages to go to be on the 50% mark. So maybe 40% in. Really enjoying it, and I really hope I can finish this evening. So I'm not going to make this update too long. And I did want to sit down and start drawing and outlining my bullet journal, but I do have some other things I need to take care of, and the reading is taking a little bit longer than expected. So I might just do that like during the week. Maybe I'm thinking of Tuesday. So, I mean, on the 2nd of June, it shouldn't be too late in the month, in my opinion, to get the TBR up and the wrap up and all that stuff. And my TBR is basically already settled anyways. And these videos are really, really easy to edit. So I'm not too worried. It's going to be easy to put out. But the next one I'm going to be doing in July will be a quarterly TBR and wrap up. Those ones are going to take a little bit more time to edit, but by then I'll have finished school. So perfect timing as of now. And it should be easier, but I still have a good to-do list to go through. So anyways, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is my birthday gift. So it was my birthday on May 15, and my mom bought me something that I saw from a shop that is in Quebec. She handcrafts everything. Well, she uses machines, but she's the one who designs everything and make them and uses the machine to make her products. Anyways, she's a local-ish small business, and she's the one who made my personalized stamp with my business name on it. Really love her, and this was the perfect gift for me. So my mom bought me this cute little wooden decoration, and it says, well, it's written in French, but it says number of books read this year with the name of my small business, which is the same as this channel, which is Daudey Artisterie. It means basically Daudey is the nickname I've had since I was a kid. I have a sister that's 2.5 years younger than me, and she was not able to say Audrey. And in French, we don't say Audrey, we say Audrey. And she can say that, and it got out as Daudey, and it's stuck, and still to this day, it is my nickname, and my mom still calls me that sometimes. So I just kept it on and used it as my business name, and Artisterie, because at the time I used to do like so many artistic stuff. Now I'm more towards like sewing products, but it is still oriented in all kind of artistry things. So that's why my business and channel name is the same, is like that, if that makes sense. Anyways, so yeah, I have my little channel business name there. And these are the number of books I've read this year. I know it's very, very little, and I intend on getting that number up really, really quickly this summer. So hopefully I'll be able to put a number 2 here and get it up to 12 by the end of the day or tomorrow morning, something like that. So isn't it nice here? So yeah, I'll probably be using it for my videos and stuff eventually. Maybe not for the next one, but maybe for the wrap-ups. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think of something for sure. Anyways, on that note, I'm going to leave you at that and go back to my reading and close this vlog tomorrow, hopefully morning. I don't have first period, but I do have a lot of things I need to prep though for the day, but hopefully I'll be able to close the vlog quickly before I leave in the evening. Tomorrow we do not have cheerleading class, so there's that. My son will have cheerleading on Thursday, so the schedule is a bit all over the place again, but yeah. Anyways, on that note, I'll see you later. Hey everyone, it is now Monday evening. I'm back. I did say I was going to be back. I am back. I'm sorry, it's kind of weird. I do have a doggy on my lap, but yeah, I am closing this vlog so we can move on to the next one next weekend. I am sad to say I did not finish the Thursday Murder Club, unfortunately, but I did make some good progress in it. I am halfway through, and that means I will have read 2 books in May, which I'm fine with. It's better than 0 or 1, so that, in my opinion, is a win. I am focusing on this one, on finishing this one by the beginning of this month in June, which is today. And yeah, that's actually what I'm going to be picking up just after this clip. I did sew a book sleeve as well for a special order that I had that I have been delaying because because of everything that was going on at school. So that was dealt with, and now I can sit down and read. So that's what I'm gonna do, and try to make the most of the little time I have for myself. So there's that. I don't think I have anything else to add to that, so I'm gonna leave you at that. Thank you so much for watching, even if this was pretty much all over the place. I really appreciate everyone who still sticks around. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.